Man, in this video, we need to talk about two altcoins which could make future millionaires. Both of them are in the gaming space, which clearly makes us understand that we are heading into a powerful bull run. Yes, people are now starting to get their gaming and higher risk altcoin plays into position in their portfolio, and that's something I will want to do as well. But also in this video, I want to share a bunch of risks. I'm going to use some of these tokens as examples. The two tokens I'm going to be talking about, the first one you can see on screen already is Pixels, and the second one is Portal. Both really popular tokens, really popular in the ether, trending tokens. Both of these tokens are tokens which I've day traded as well. Guys can see that in our Telegram community, ijazcrypto.com/TG. We've successfully day traded these tokens as well. But are these tokens worth a hold in the long-term portfolio? More importantly, what are the risks in terms of doing so? Now, the first thing we need to understand is, where are we in this cycle, right? You're seeing the market a little bit green here. You're seeing Bitcoin strong again here today. Any dips to the downside, that liquidity is being sucked up by the market, which is hugely bullish to the upside right now and is just looking to continually have its next move to the upside. And so when we come onto the fear and greed index, let's just knock this out of the way. You can see we're at 81, right? 81 is extreme greed. It's not just greed, it's extreme greed. And what comes with that greed? That greed comes along with FOMO, right? You can imagine that everybody's sitting there going, Bitcoin's gone from 15,500 to 72,000. I've missed out. I need the next big thing. And so they all start looking for altcoins. And as you get more and more what I like to call tourists into the market, I'm not saying that in a derogatory manner, I'm just being realistic about it, right? People come into the market at different stages. But when they come into the market, they look at Bitcoin and people say, Bitcoin might hit 150K. And they're like, yeah, but a 2x from 70,000 to 150,000 is not too exciting for me. And so they go further and further up the risk scale, right? They look for the next risky altcoins, and they'll look at the top 10 altcoins. They'll look at Cardano, XRP, Solana. They'll be like, yeah, even then it's not too exciting for me. And eventually you get these lower class of altcoins where people are looking for those 1,000, 10,000 X's. Now, you guys know that this strategy on its own is a fallacy. I've explained this throughout my videos over the last couple of years, saying why if you keep exercising this strategy, you will remain poor. You're playing a lottery. If you play a lottery with gaming tokens, with NFTs, with meme coins, the chance that you pick a successful one and time it perfectly, one, is very low. But two, even if you pick one, the chance that you put any meaningful money into it outside of a couple of $100, I'm talking thousands of dollars, such that when it does do 1,000x, 10,000x, you get a good return and you actually change your life, is very slim. Because for you, if you're struggling on income right now to go put $1,000 into 10, 15 different meme coins, such that you catch the next one that's going to be the next Dogecoin, you can see what I mean, right? You very quickly put yourself in a very difficult gambling predicament where you're not chasing fundamentals. You don't have a clear strategy. Now, does that mean, therefore, that investing in altcoins, which you're hoping could do a 1,000x, isn't a valid strategy? Well, if you've seen any of my modeling videos where I've modeled out different tokens, you will know that I will never plan for a moon case, right? I'll plan for very realistic cases when I'm investing in tokens, but I also understand that if I'm invested in 15, 20, 25 altcoins going into this next bull market, some of them are going to go berserk. Some of them are going to go berserk, and that, as part of the strategy, will lead to outsized returns on some of those altcoins. That being said, when we look at certain gaming tokens, there's a few key things I want you to watch out for. So if you're somebody that's sitting there looking at Pixels, which, by the way, is an exciting play to earn game, right? This video is not meant to break down all the fundamentals. You can go on the website, you can have a play for free as well. You can roam around. It's a popular concept. We saw this in the last bull market, and I don't think it's going anywhere. I think it makes a lot of sense that if people are playing games, they get paid to play the game. And there are people who are addicted to this game right now that are playing 8, 10 hours a day, 16 hours a day to earn a couple of bucks through Pixel tokens. So that theme is going to be there. The question is, how do you invest in it? Because loads of people are going to shout out and say, this coin's going to 1,000x. You guys need to realistically know what's going on here. So we'll start off with the market cap, right? This is number 147 on CoinMarketCap right now. It's sitting at $601 million. It's already at $500 million, guys. Okay, $500 million is where we're sat here today. So if you're talking about 10x here on this token, right? If you want this to go to $7.80 from the 78 cents it is right now, you're talking about a $6 million market cap on Pixels, right? A $6 billion market cap on Pixel. This is not a small project, right? In order to get to $6 billion, you're now in the top echelons of cryptocurrencies. So you can see now that anybody who's sitting there saying, oh, it's just going to explode, it's just going to explode, it's going to do 100x. I mean, 100x from now, forget the 6 billion, takes you to 60 billion. So you can quickly see how some of these numbers that people are throwing out become really, really silly. The other thing I want to highlight to you guys, and again, this is not for me to poop on the project, I'm just being realistic for you guys as investors. That's why you can see I'm not really talking about the gaming aspect. I actually think play to earn is a great concept, and I think the game is quite good because clearly people are addicted to it. Now, I'm personally not a gamer, so I can't see myself getting addicted to these games, but when I look at behavior patterns, I'm looking at are people getting addicted, and they are. So when I look at this, I want you to look at the circulating supply. The circulating supply currently is 15.42%. Now, this is a really interesting one because if you understand how people invest in games, they understand, the smart ones understand, right? When you listen to the guys like Alex Becker and some of these guys, they actually understand that when the gaming cycle comes, they need to be in, they need to be out. Otherwise, you get caught in a big dump like Axie Infinity, and that's not what you want to do. So if you're looking to hold these projects for a very long time, maybe something like how I've hodled, a Phantom or some of these projects are dangerous to do so because look at the circulating supply. Only 15% of the supply is circulating. From the $5 billion of pixels that's the max supply, only 771 million is in supply. So you need to ask yourself, what's going to happen when more and more of those pixel tokens are dumped into the supply? It's going to put downward pressure on price. Now again, if you're a smart investor, if you're an investor that goes, hang on, I'm going to partake in this gaming cycle for the next, 1 year, but I'm going to get out before it crashes, then this might make less sense for you, right? It might not have that much weight for you because you're not looking to hold for a very long time and you're just trying to sell to the greater fall, right? You're just hoping that somebody buys into that FOMO later on and gives you your exit. So as long as you're aware that that's what you're doing, then I guess that can form part of your strategy. But for me, I need to point you to what happens at the bottom, which is your fully diluted market cap, which some will tell you to ignore, $4 billion. Right? $4 billion. That is 4 times the market cap of a layer 1 platform like Phantom, which has been around for plenty of cycles. So please, if you want to go invest in it, do your research, do your analysis, but at the same time, understand what you're getting into. So when you now say, I want a 10x on Pixel, a 10x on Pixel is actually getting to a fully diluted market cap of $40 billion. $40 billion. And I'm sure you don't want a 10x. I'm sure if you're investing in something like Pixel, you want 100x, right? You want 1,000x. So then you're looking at 400 billion. You're looking at 4 trillion. Is it realistic? You got to do the maths on that. Cool? So that was the first one, was Pixel. The next one, which also we traded very, very successfully in our Telegram community, is Portal. Portal, $2.47 right now, sitting quite tightly here. And again, we want to take a look at some of the data. This is 193. The 193rd biggest coin on CoinMarketCap, sitting at 400 million, right? Call it $500 million. These are not tiny projects. Remember, you have micro caps, right? You have really tiny projects which are 10 million, 20 million, 30 million in market cap, and those you want to get 10, 100,000 X's, but this is already sitting at $500,000. So if this just did a 2x from where it is right now to get to like $5 per token, you're talking a $1 billion project. It's a $1 billion market cap project. So again, you want to keep this in check. You want to look at the circulating supply. Like I just told you, the same for Pixels. It's sitting at 16%. And so the fully diluted market cap is already $2.5 billion. $2.5 billion. So if you wanted this token to double in price, to give you a 2x, and I know many people invest in tokens and don't want a 2x. You want much more than a 2x, I'm guessing, if you're watching this video. That's $5 billion in diluted market cap. Now, does this mean these tokens can't print money irrationally? They can. But I don't think they're currently a good long-term hold. If you want to hold it as a run-up into the hype, right? Or like we've done in our trading community, actively trading this thing, trading the momentum, trading the hype, using TA structures, and we've done amazingly well to profit from that, then that's fine. But if you're trying to hold this for many cycles for a very long time, then you need to understand all these things. You need to understand, hang on, I'm sitting in a project with only 16% circulating supply. What happens when the rest gets dumped in? And again, this is nothing to do with the fundamentals of the project. In fact, I think Portal is a great project, right? Where they're trying to make sure that they've got an ecosystem for gaming, which works across platforms. Solid, noble project that they're trying to work on. But again, you've got to look at the tokenomics. It'd be silly to kind of sit here and not look at the tokenomics of this thing when analyzing if you want to be entering. So with that said, let's quickly jump into the charts as well. You can see, obviously, let's start off with pixels and try to pull this chart up. You can see very little price data, right? You're sitting here above the 4-hourly EMA ribbon. Again, you'll be looking for some sort of support in this range at the bottom of the EMA ribbon. Remember, the bottom of that EMA ribbon is 74, 75 cents. You want to see this start to bounce here if you want to continued move here on Pixel. If we take a look at the same on Portal, again, kind of running into its 4-hourly EMA ribbon, very little price data here, but again, it's going to be critical that it avoids the lower low, it bounces from the EMA ribbon here at $2.39, and it tries to post a higher high above $2.80. Those are the key levels I'm seeing for Pixel and Portal. Hopefully you guys found this video useful. Look, there's going to be a lot of these tokens now in the bull market. This is your first bull market. Get your seatbelt on, get yourself buckled up, because the reality is, the shills are out there, right? I'm not affiliated to any of these projects, which is why I can come out here and speak my truth, because I'm not getting paid to make these videos for Pixel or Portal. No, I'm not. I'm here to steer you guys, to help you guys, to share my research with you guys so you don't get stung by some of the things I've been stung by in previous cycles. If you appreciate that, please smash up the likes. Do not forget to subscribe. Make sure in our Telegram community so you get steered by me through this bull market, right? Loads of people are going to try to get you caught up in the FOMO, get you caught up in the greed, get you caught up in that 81% of the fear and greed index who are now FOMOing into every single project. Oh my God, this is the next Axie Infinity, this is 1000X. You can get stung if you're not very, very careful. That said, strategically and slowly, I want to be getting in the market. At some point, it'll be a good time to get into gaming tokens, good time to get into NFTs. I'm not sitting here and saying, oh, I'm not touching any of these, but I will be doing my research. I will be breaking down the tokenomics. You're not going to fool me with these crazy price predictions because you made a YouTube video with a thumbnail that said, this is going to 1 million X. No, we've got to be patient. We've got to be methodical. And hopefully that's what you can learn from these videos. Thanks for watching, guys, and I'll see you in the next one.